Here at eSHOP Deals, we understand that overpaying and shovelware are genetic disorders, much like baldness and necrophilia.
And it's only your fault if you don't hate yourself enough to do something about it. And that's where we come in.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to another under $5 eShop Deals video, where each and every week we go through the Nintendo Switch eShop and we pick out some of the best games currently on sale, all the while staying under a budget of only $5. Now March is going to be a big month for the channel because not only am I going to be giving away the $10 eShop gift cards, but at the end of the month I'm also going to be giving away a Nintendo Switch OLED edition. Now just as usual, all you need to do to enter both those giveaways is drop a comment down below and be subscribed to the channel. However, if you want full details for the Nintendo Switch giveaway, I will be linking the giveaway announcement video down below. Now don't forget, just as usual, we still have the affiliate site mapleshop.gg. There's no discount code for March. However, if you do buy your eShop credit from the website, you are helping the channel out at the same time. Lastly, if you reach the end of the video and you're still looking for other great deals, I'll always be linking down below last week's under $5 list as well as the latest regular eShop deals, because a lot of those deals are still running today. I just don't repeat them 2 videos in a row. So now with all of that stuff out of the way, let's jump straight into the deals. Just remember, if you are liking the video, hit that like button. Now our first great deal for today is actually a brand new one to the series, and that is Rick Henderson. That is now 40% off, dropping the price to $4.79, and this one will be running till March 10th. Now this game is a side-scrolling shoot-'em-up with roguelite elements to its gameplay. It features a great 16-bit inspired graphic style and a pretty solid and fast-paced synthwave soundtrack. You basically have to blast your way through 5 factions of enemies and their bosses in an endless loop with an ever-increasing difficulty curve. You also have to continuously swap between 3 categories of weaponry, adapting to each enemy's weakness through color-coded shielding. You also have a choice between 3 different ships that each focus on a different playstyle, and over 20 upgradable weapons. The game also rewards risk-taking by charging your special attacks by grazing your enemies and their bullets. There's even a monochrome mode for players with color blindness, a nice consideration. As a budget entry with a ton of replayability, this is a really nice choice for this week. Now our next game for today is one hitting a brand new low, and that is Dandy and Randy DX. That is now 60% off, $2.79, and this one will be running till March 16th. Now this is a top-down action and puzzle game, and also one that I actually fully reviewed on the channel, and it will be linked down below if you want to take a look. Basic storyline is that Dandy and Randy are a couple of archaeologists who owe a ton of money to their bank, and they need a way to pay it back. All of a sudden, a fabled precious stone shows up on a faraway island, and it just might be the answer to their prayers. Now the gameplay is extremely simple yet charming, echoing back to the days of the NES adventure game, filled with simple yet satisfying puzzles based around mostly observation, backed with some fun and slightly challenging boss fights. Not only that, but you can also play in 2-player local co-op, and it turns out to be a great game to introduce someone to adventure puzzle gameplay like a child or a less game-inclined partner. At full price, this was a good yet short 2 to 3 hour game for someone with a strong nostalgia for the days of the NES. However, now at only $2.79, it is most definitely worth a try for anyone with an interest in retro-styled adventure puzzle gaming. Now, our next great deal for today is another game making a first ever appearance on the series, and that is Ganryu 2 Hakuma Kojiro. That is now at a brand new low of 75% off, only $4.99, and will be running till March 10th. So here we have a 2D action platformer with a strong arcade influence. You play as the famous swordsman Miyamoto Musashi, who receives a message from one of his defeated enemies, Sasaki Kojiro, from beyond the grave, vowing for revenge and threatening all of Japan. So you must now rush across Japan to fight and liberate Sasaki Kojiro's spirit once and for all. Now the gameplay is heavily inspired by the Shinobi series, more specifically I would say Shinobi 3, featuring fast-paced and very challenging gameplay that constantly keeps you on your toes by shifting in overall style. You're gonna go from standard platforming to riding in minecarts, chase sequences, and even side-scrolling shoot-'em-up style. Now, I waited quite a while before trying this one because when it was first released, it was said to have a lot of frame rate issues. And although I cannot compare since I only played it this week for the first time, I can say that although things aren't perfect, it was very playable and enjoyable, so it most likely has been patched up. And to be totally honest, once I started, I just could not put it down. But be careful, the challenge level here is very old school tough. And right now, for only $4.99, even given the fact that it's still in a slightly imperfect state, this one felt like an amazing pickup. Now it's time to take a quick break and announce today's winner of the $10 eShop gift card. And our winner for today is going to be Mr. M. Jaster, who said, "Your Ghostbusters intro is the best one yet. Keep the deal vid coming." And I'm so glad you like the intros, and don't worry, the deal vids will definitely keep coming. So now all you need to do to claim your $10 eShop gift card is reach out to me in my pinned comment down below. Now if we jump straight back into our deals, I have a couple of games that are really at a great price for this week, with first of all, Metro 2033 Redux at 85% off, $3.74, and also its follow-up, Metro Last Light Redux at 80% off, $4.99, and both of them running till March 13th. Now both these games are done with an overall FPS style of gameplay. They are campaign story-driven experiences and among some of the best FPS games we have on the Switch. They also offer the choice between two different experiences, either an almost survival horror type experience with an underpowered character, or a more action-driven experience as a highly trained and equipped soldier type. Now both these games are set in a post-apocalyptic setting where humanity is fighting for survival in underground metro stations turned into city-states while being assailed by horrific mutated creatures and also at war with one another. It is a great mix of horror and action that will please fans of both types of gameplay. These are also AAA releases with a ton of replayability thanks to their different gameplay styles, and right now getting all that for under $5 a piece is a total steal, and one that I'm sure you won't regret. Now our next amazing deal for this week is a game at a brand new low, and that is Salt and Sanctuary, that is now 75% off, $4.49, and running till March 10th. On top of it, this game will be my pick of the week. Now this game is a 2D action Souls-like, and before we actually get into the description, I have to mention that not only is this the lowest price this game has ever been, it also hasn't been on sale for over 2 years, with the last time being in December 2020. Now this game is not only a Souls-like, it literally feels like if Dark Souls was reinvented as a 2D action game. It has extremely challenging combat, based around timing your dodges perfectly, and a layout that almost feels like a Metroidvania, but not quite. As you defeat your enemies, you'll be collecting salt, later used to upgrade your character and abilities. Also, there are a ton of customization options with over 600 weapons, armor pieces, and spells to be crafted, upgraded, or discovered. I also really love the cartoony design of the characters that is in direct opposition with the dark and oppressing design behind the bosses and environments, almost acting as a light balancing element. Overall, for anyone who enjoys challenging 2D action gameplay, don't let this one slip away for this week. Now our next game for today is going to be Avenging Spirit, that is back to 30% off, $4.19, and this one will be running till March 16th. So this game is the remake of an arcade 2D action platformer, and once again, a game I fully reviewed on the channel that will be linked down below. The basic setup is that during a romantic walk with his girlfriend, the main character is attacked by enemy agents who kidnap his love and then murder him. As a spirit, you must now save your girlfriend from the kidnappers. The main mechanic of the game is that as a spirit, you can take over the body of any one of the enemy characters, offering a lot of different playstyles, since each have different abilities and movement styles. Now the whole game can actually be finished here in about an hour, but the replayability is the main attraction, with each playthrough being unique due to the vast difference between each character you are possessing. Ultimately, for fans of retro arcade style gameplay, getting this one right now for under $5 is just a really nice pickup. So now it's time for today's Sizzle Reel of Deals with a ton of other great games to consider for this week. So we're now at the end of today's eShop deals video, and I want to hear from all of you. Let me know what games you're picking up in the comments down below. Also, I want to give a huge shout out to my channel supporters. Their monthly support is very appreciated here at the channel, and you can check out all their names on the end screen of the video. And don't forget, on the way out, if you did like the content, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you aren't already, and click on that notification so you know when all my future videos come out. And as usual, I hope I'll see you in my next video.